Jai Hind. Military operations are always tactical, and I have learned from my mentor in military to always strike at right time, and that's what Israel Defense Forces, did. Two senior Israeli defense officials, they also told to media that more than 80 bombs were dropped to kill this Nasrallah. Now, the attack destroyed at least four apartmental residential buildings, and the damage was so consistent with, this 2,000-pound bombs. So, this precision was possible only after months of observation by Mossad, lots of planning, and then just striking before this guy would have just vanished and changed his location. Now, in this proxy conflict, the most interesting thing is that the most interesting thing is that Iran is just a black sheep in this conflict. Now, Ayatollah Khamenei, he signaled that it would be Hezbollah, okay, not Iran, that would be leading any response to Israel. So that's how, if we remember, when this war took place, it was a discussion, a lot of conversations whether Iran is involved in it or not. And now Khamenei is again shrugging it off. So they don't know. Iran is should be knowing that they are absolutely exposed. They're highly exposed. And now let's get on to the geopolitical aspect of it. Very interesting. Over almost a year of war in the Middle East, major powers have proved incapable of stopping or even significantly influencing this fighting. Now there are multiple causes. This is considered to be cause for Palestinians. Now US policy towards Israel will not change. It would only have little bit of margins because both are aligned in their ideologies. So US rules out. Let's rule out the US. Now they can keep saying things in public, but that's what geopolitics is all about. What you say is not necessarily what you execute on ground. It's a game of perception management that the nations have to create via interactions. It's all diplomatic. Now second is China, a major importer of Iranian oil and a major supporter of anything that might weaken the American-led world order. They have little interest in donning the mantle of peacemaker. Russia also has scant inclination to be helpful. They are reliant on Israel for defense technology and drones in their this war of in the war with this Ukraine, and they're equally enthusiastic over any signs for Americans' decline. Now Qatar. It is funded by Hamas with hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Can I say UN is a paralyzed association depending upon only the vetoes? Now, what about other Arab countries? Iran is cautious now because it knows the cost of all-out war could be the end of Islamic Republic. Egypt fears an enormous influx of Palestinian refugees, and Saudi Arabia seeks a Palestinian state, but would not put Saudi lives on the line for that cause. So very simply, they have their own interest. These proxy groups are raised by funding and by sheltering. When countries like Israel retaliates militarily, then the game of passing the buck begins. So this is an important case study and lesson for India, as well as it's because of the geographical threats that we are surrounded with. Now the aftermath of Israel attack and kill of this Hezbollah leader is Hezbollah will most likely take a long time to fill this vacuum, this gap. It's a major blow to Iran, the chief backer of Hezbollah, that may even destabilize the Islamic Republic. Whether full-scale war will come to Lebanon or not, that still remains unclear. And Nasrallah did represented everything for Hezbollah, and Hezbollah was the advanced arm of Iran. So Israel will flatten other regions to secure themselves for their survival, and it's imperative. It's a military tactics that they have to do. But let the common person understand the entire geopolitics behind such major conflicts. Jai Hind.